Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Benfica.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
And this is Messi. He's onside, and he's cut it out. Pressing high and with purpose.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident, it takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. Aims beyond the defence. Decent chance! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Neymar. Gullit. Now it's Pelé. Picked out brilliantly. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Pelé. Seedorf. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. Benfica are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Roberto Carlos. Pelé. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Gullit. Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent...
And the shot! Gullit. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Now it's Pelé. He's got away. Pelé goes on a charge down the left. And here's Ibrahimovic. Little pass back. Searching pass he's played there. It's a goal kick. And here's Ibrahimovic. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. Fenerbahce are looking to go forward now. He has found the way through. And this is Pelé. Great chance! It's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cruyff. Tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Benfica! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Benfica take the lead. Pull it. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Pelé. Great ball, and he shoots! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to play it through. Knocks it into space. And this is Neymar. Goes long and straight. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. And we're off again. Neymar. And this is Ibra. He's had a shot! And it's there! And they are cruising away. Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Goes for a shot! Now it's Pelé. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Pull it. Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get there? No, he's just misjudged that one. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Cruyff. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, good-looking ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And here's Zola. Ronaldinho. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, that's a... And Zola! Oh, the ball's come loose here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Zanetti.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Yes.
Substitution.
Benfica choosing to make the first change. And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Pele, and this is Zola. Beckenbauer.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, super shoots! They've done it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He rises! And yes, it's there! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So now the difference is 3. And here's Baggio. That is good strength. Now it's Hazard. Roberto Baggio. It's a mighty effort! He's scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Zola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's a sharp little ball here. Ball swung in. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Great vision. Always onto this. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pele. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Ronaldinho. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Hazard.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well.
And the shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, smashing header. No, it's wide. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everyone,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
Old
excitement
Trafford.
already palpable.
Manchester United against Benfica.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So that's got things underway. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
And the keeper beats it away.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
He's making a real surge on the left. Played in. Climbs up big! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Has crossed a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zanetti gets into some space. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2, then. And it's been taken short. Goes without saying, that was poor. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe knocks it into space, and he welcomes it in. So it is still 0-0. And he's picked it up out wide.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Roberto Carlos. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Hullet. Roberto Carlos. And it's Hullet. Cruyff. And here's Zanetti. Cruyff. Fiore. Played for Chiellini. Saliba. Steaming on. Ibrahimovic! Goal! Benfica! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Manchester United really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Benfica have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Hullet. Oh, that is a nice touch. Good take, and is he in? Tries a deft little ball. Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Tonali.
Benfica can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He is through here! Lovely feet. He slings it in. Tries to get it clear. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Fiore. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bullet. And he was quick to react. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Tonali. Otto puts the ball in.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Benfica happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5, Fiore. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Darwin Núñez.
That gets things going for the second half. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference.
Benfica have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now it's Neymar. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's a sharp little ball here. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. Núñez! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Roberto Carlos, the man that is tenacity personified. And it's Hullet. Benfica finding their passes. Pelé, good strong midfield running here. He's found some space. A header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Beckenbauer. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good spread. Your impression so
The
far, Jim?
attendance
Well,
this
while the
match was
temptation's always there, Peter, I think it
71,898.
would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Substitution in progress.
Tonali. Owen. Seedorf. Now it's Hazard. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's hit the upright. Rijkaard. Tonali. Now it's Darwin. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Ronaldo. Opts to play it back. And here's Baggio. Knocks it out wide. And it's Roberto Carlos. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Roberto Baggio. Pings in across. Oh, smashing! Oh, it's come off the upright. Roberto Baggio! That's a decent clearance. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tonali. Olise has it out wide and in space.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, what a climb! And that would have been game, set and match.
Cristiano Ronaldo really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Seedorf. Now it's Hazard. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Benfica have their
Substitution
third
for
corner.
Manchester United. Number 9, Mbappe. Number 2, William Saliba. Coming on the field, number 4, Serge Gnabry. Number 6, Van Dijk.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Roberto Carlos. Played in by Roberto Carlos. Out of play for a goal kick. Looking for the run. Well seen. Saw that coming. And it's Hazard. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Gnabry receives it in a wide position. Desperate defending required here. Olise goes short. Now it's Olise. That looks a good cross.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
It's a searching pass, and that's been won straight back.
Has been indicated.
It'll be a throw-in. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Can he get on the end of this? Roberto Carlos. And that's that. Benfica have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Ajax against Benfica.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
He's got away, and he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked it up out wide. Mateus.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's forced to go back.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. And it's Gullit. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Oh, and the finish! And it's come back out to him. He's missed, but not by that far.
Cruyff is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Pelé. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Romario. It's played through for him. Mateus had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Maldini. Now it's Romario. Thuram. Pelé. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in a good position here. Rijkaard. Pressing high and with purpose. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Roberto Carlos. Benfica do have a chance to counter here. And it's Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's good running with the ball. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, this is a great position. Now it's Romario. Tries to pass it through. Well timed, excellent interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. quality ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. This is Romario. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Knocks it into space. Maldini gets across. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
We would like to inform you
Any
that
strong opinions on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Benfica have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Now, can they get him away? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. Shifted it to the flank, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Romario. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Cruyff. And the counter is on. Now it's Neymar. Pelé. No way through, so back it comes. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. Maldini. Now it's Romario. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great ball, and he's in here. And he welcomes it in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Threads one in, driving through the middle. And it's Rijkaard. Neymar, a player who needs no introduction. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution for Ajax. Number
We have got
22,
changes here from both
Messi.
sides, in fact.
Coming on to replace him is number 14, Yamal. Substitution in progress.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Yamal has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Dembele looking to run onto it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hazard. Aims beyond the defence. In with the challenge. Benfica perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Ronaldinho.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Roberto Carlos goes short. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Benfica really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Yamal. Rijkaard. Roberto Baggio. Brilliantly cut out. Looking to play him in. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake. Oh.
And it's Hazard. Hazard! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Rijkaard. Coming on the field is number 16,
Maldini. Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Romario. And Romario! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Substitution for Ajax, number 13.
So, time for changes on
Nesta.
both sides, actually.
Number 8, Mateus. Number 11, Neymar. Coming on the field,
Nedved
number
is
3,
always looking to play
Luis
quality
Diaz.
balls.
Number 19, Nedved.
Great vision.
Number
There's no
17,
flag.
Hazard.
Hazard.
Substitutions taking place.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's
There
Romario.
will be 3 minutes added time.
Hazard. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Hazard. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Benfica.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
And Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through. Van Dijk proves too strong, too smart. And he's intervened well there. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Oh, that's fabulous. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Cruyff. Good chance here! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Battling for the right to play in the early stages. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Out towards the flank. Ah, such a clever touch. Beckenbauer. There it shoots! Goal! Benfica! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Eintracht Frankfurt finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Zanetti crosses it in here. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Veron, dink through. Oh, important interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Very nicely done. Oh, it's played into the area. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Hullet. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckenbauer. Pele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's found the way through. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Hullet. That's a good ball out wide. And here's Cruyff. Zanetti. Beckenbauer.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Looking for options for movement. Neymar. And it's Roberto Carlos. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played back in. Beckenbauer. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Thuram has a look and plays it forward. Veron running with the ball, and they can counter here. Threads one in. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but... And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Nunez deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
To Maldini. And it's Roberto Carlos. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Benfica are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes, 1-0 to the good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Spread out to the left. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, well played. Cafu. He's in plenty of space here. Neymar, very much a man of this moment. It's a searching pass, brilliantly cut out. Beckenbauer, and it's Cruyff. Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready.
Cruyff! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Pelé. Beckenbauer looking to add to his goal. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Pelé. Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's cut it out. Bullet. Now it's Neymar. No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, nice touch. Nunez receives it in a good position. He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Substitution for Frankfurt, number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 17, Mbappe. Number 19, Messi. Coming on the field.
Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times.
Number 20, George Best. Number 11, Mohamed Salah. Substitution.
Baresi. That has not gone well. Roberto Baggio, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Roberto Carlos.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nunez looks to get on the end of this. Now that's well seen too. Nicely weighted ball. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Seedorf. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Carlos. Up he goes! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it. Eintracht Frankfurt really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Ball's gone out of play. Goes long and straight. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Plays it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, this looks sharp. He's not got that quite right. "1-0 as we head towards the end. Zanetti. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. He's on it, can he get away?
Benfica nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
That's a shade optimistic. Roberto Baggio. Benfica close now to seeing this one through to the end. Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this. Oh, sweet
There will
feet.
be 1 minute added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Kaka. For Veron. Oh, it's... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah.
Tries a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Gullit takes control of it and he's on the move. De Jong wins the duel this time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Knocks it into space. Oh, that was vital. Beckenbauer. Cruyff. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gullit. Pelé.
Decent attempt that, just a little mistimed.
Oh, easy pickings there. Great vision. Look at the shot at goal! Goal! Benfica! And Benfica take the lead.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So, a breakthrough already. Pelé, oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It is a corner, good chance. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Great chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Driving forward. Ibrahimovic, and this is Cruyff. Big header! Oh, taken with style! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Benfica are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Ibrahimovic. That has been cut short. Now it's Pelé. Nicely weighted ball. And that could set him on his way. And that's too far for anyone. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. De Jong Salah. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Pele. Can he get it through? And that pass just didn't quite work. He's in a great position here. He's on it. Can he get away? Pele. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And it's been taken short. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that is as far as they're going to go. That pass has been well intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking for the run. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. Up he goes! De Jong. Has a look and plays it forward. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Barcelona have reclaimed it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And this is Pele! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Played into the middle. Neymar. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Looking for options for movement. Pele is on his own. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pele can see things others simply cannot. Ibrahim, big chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foe. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Benfica will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Pele is looking wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a good ball out wide. Mateus receives it in a good position here. Bullet dominates aerially so often. Can he latch on to this? Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is and the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Nicely aimed pass. Kupchu. Albert Ferrer. Carvajal. Looking to play him in. He's picked his way through. And it's Salah. Has a shot! Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
No way through there. And that's a good ball. Mateus goes down, but nothing given. And Serginho, chance here to counter. Now, can they get him away? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Mateus! Beckenbauer. More and more pressure on the ball here. And it's Roberto Carlos. Played into space out wide. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Substituição para o Benfica. Número 4, Neymar. Número 21,
Roberto Baggio.
número 13, número 14, Ibrahimovic.
This is Ronaldo.
Número 11,
Shot, surely! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide.
Ronaldinho really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Benfica are having a ball here. Seedorf. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Can he finish? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Seedorf. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a really well-measured ball. Stood up well to him there. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be on top of his game, and he was.
Roberto Baggio climbs up big. He scores! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable.
Oh, what has happened here? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.